Now, President Bola Tinubu has assured Nigerians that no ransom would be paid to secure the release of school children who were last week abducted from Kuriga in Kaduna State. Tinubu gave the assurance at Wednesday's Federal Executive Council at Presidential Villa Abuja. Now, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, that's Mohammed Idris, told newsmen after the meeting of President Tinubu's directive again to defense chiefs to ensure the children are rescued and brought back safely to their homes. Arise News analyst Dayo Sobowale joins us now to discuss President Tinubu's resolve not to pay ransom to kidnappers and its likely impact on the negotiation process with bandits. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale, and a very warm welcome to Newsday.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being here as usual.
Great. Now let's launch straight into it. Of course, we know the wild demands that these bandits somehow found the brazenness and boldness to make 40 trillion naira, 11 hiluxes and so forth. What impact do you think this announcement, of course, we know it's law, but just the reiteration of the government's position on this, what impact do you think it will have on this case?
Well, government is saying that it is in charge and it has the authority and the will to take on these people. That is how it should be. I have a favorite definition of politics when it comes to money and distribution of power. It's who gets what, when, and how. But then, a government, I think I've said this definition many times here, is any government that can use physical force in maintaining its rule within a given territorial area. The territorial area for President Tinubu is Nigeria. And these bandits are operating on our soil and literally challenging government's authority and legitimacy. There should be no room for ransom. Those pleading for ransom are trying to eat into the power and legitimacy of government and are unwittingly, encouraging bandits and kidnappers to attack government and kill our people. That is what government should do. It's resolved. The president's resolve now should be translated into reality through the security forces and the police and all the people involved in protecting Nigeria within its own territorial area. That is a fine resolve, and I'm happy with it.
Okay. I'm laughing because I'm preparing for you to respond to me with some fire.
Oh yeah, no sweat.
Okay, so is there a possibility, Mr. Sobowale, that what we're seeing, this announcement by the president saying he's vowing not to negotiate or pay this ransom, might be similar to what we saw happen when he said, "Oh, subsidy is gone," but then there were still allegations that the subsidy was still being paid, maybe not in full, but still being paid. Is this an overt announcement, and there's a possibility that this administration will covertly negotiate with these terrorists?
Yes, I will take the fire out of your sting now. You see, I started by telling you that, you see, in economics, politics, who gets what, when, and how. This is security matter now. This is force, raw force. Do you get me? If he does not do it, even his own security will be at stake. You get me? His own neck is on the line, literally, with this. And so he has to fight it because the buck stops on his table. And he will get given the wrong signal if he kowtows to these people and allow some clerics and all those people pleading to negotiate with them. If you negotiate with bandits and pay ransom, you have unwittingly started an underground. It's not even underground. If the police are involved, banks are involved. I mean, another industry, a very, very illicit and dangerous industry. You have people who are being abducted and kept against their will, and people are getting money. School children are being taken in droves, and you have security to attack them. It's not a laughing matter, my girl.
Oh no, it's not.
It's not a laughing matter. But I'm happy he has not succumbed to the blackmail of negotiating with bandits and hoodlums. Let's leave it at that.
But Mr. Sobowale, I am curious.
What I want to say, I will answer.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you don't foresee any circumstance whereby their hands might be tied and they might negotiate covertly, maybe not in the open for us to see? You don't
if the
foresee that happening?
says that will be illicit, illegal, disobedience of his orders. You get me? If he says that is what it is. We all are human beings. We have blood flowing in our veins. I have sympathy for those people, those small children. Their parents will not sit well at home. So it is not, it is a terrible disease that needs very harsh cure on the part of government. And the only way to do that is to forcibly eliminate these people and deter them. You see, fortunately, all over the country, in the east, west, everywhere, we have penalty, death penalty for kidnapping, literally. But nobody has been caught and tried and sent to jail. Even in Kwara or Nasarawa State, they say even if the kidnapper, if death is involved in the kidnapping, do you get me? The person, the kidnapper, will be executed. But if there is no death, we go for life imprisonment. So those are the deterrents in place. But as things stand now, you will see they are escalating by the day. Maybe even yesterday, you were asking a question, where are all this equipment we bought to fight all these people? This is the time to deploy them. See, I like what the president has said, for the simple reason that kidnapping is a form of blackmail, and if you succumb to the blackmail, I will come back. You see that they've been raising the ransom prices since, and now they are talking of billions, they are talking of so many additional equipment to help them kill our people. It is not on. Government should put its foot down, no matter the cost, and fight them. That is my own for now.
You know, one of the landmark cases in terms of mass abductions that took place, of course, is the case of the Chibok girls. Right. Do you think the manner in which that case was handled, in which there are some reports that there were some funds released in order for some of the girls to be released, that sort of talk does come up. Do you think the way that case was handled will haunt us for a long time?
You see, you are talking of Chibok girls. More people than Chibok girls have been kidnapped, just of recent.
That's what I'm saying.
They are human beings too. The Chibok girls, some people are still fighting on it. But you see, in what shape or form will those girls be now?
No, what I mean is,
what shape or form will they be?
The way.
Let us see. I'm not saying I'm not feeling for the Chibok girls, but since then, these things have escalated.
Yes, so that's where my question is coming from. I'm saying the way it was handled, do you think because we weren't able to free all of the girls, we haven't seen a conclusive trial of the perpetrators of those crimes? Do you think that this has now emboldened people because they feel that they'll get away with it?
You see, what you should have asked me is, why do I think these things are happening? You have not asked me that.
I'm just asking you if
you asked me
because when we speak of mass kidnappings,
it's a failure of security. It's a failure of retrievals. We have not been able to retrieve.
But let's look at the psychology of the criminal.
Because of that, they got emboldened and kept on, taking people. They even took Almajiris in Islamic school. So it is an escalating situation. I don't want to glorify indolence or inefficiency. That is what it is on the part of government, on the last government and this present government. And I think, you see, putting his foot down to fight these people, it's like a war, in case you do not know, because human lives are involved. I know the way some people will be saying, once they start, the other time they kidnap some ladies in Abuja. Some people are saying, no, once they have the money, they should give them. That's succumbing to blackmail. And at the end of the day, it will imperil all of us. That's how it is.
Well, we'd like to thank you for your... for now it is, but we always appreciate your insights, Mr. Dayo. Thank you so much for joining us here on this day. Thank you.